This is ThinkTech Hawaii. Community matters here.
Aloha and welcome to another edition of Business in Hawaii. I'm Dailyn Yanagida and we are broadcasting live from the ThinkTech studios in downtown Honolulu. If you want to tune in live, we are at www.thinktechhawaii.com. You can sign up on our mailing list to get on our mailing list there as well. The theme of Business in Hawaii is to bring you stories of local businesses by local people. Our guests share with us their journey to building successful businesses in our sometimes challenging environment. In the ThinkTech studios today is Jan Au, the Retail Operations Manager for Hawaii's Local Buzz. Jan, thank you so much for joining me. I have to tell you, you are an amazing spirit, just contagious, and I want to thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate that.
I am so excited for our viewers to hear your story about a family business and how you became a part of that and where it's going, because I know you have a lot to do with its growth. So let's start by hearing about you. Did you grow up on Oahu?
I did. So I am a graduate of Roosevelt High School.
Very good.
Yeah.
Go Rough Riders.
So yes, I did graduate from Roosevelt High School. I grew up in Waianae Valley. I came to Paradise Meadows through just my family, and I was able to, be here and share about them.
So Paradise Meadows. So I know that we're featuring Hawaii's Local Buzz, but it started with Paradise Meadows. What is Paradise Meadows?
So Paradise Meadows is the family's farm in beautiful Ka'u. We're 75 acres at 1,800 feet elevation. The farm is beautiful. Takes your breath away.
So when did Paradise Meadows start?
So we got it in early 2000. There was really a lot of tall grass, a lot of cleaning and maintenance that need to happen before we even found out that we got a farm. And that's how that came to be.
So we have a picture of Paradise Meadows. Can we put that up? There
Yes, so that is the entrance to our farmway. You can
Very nice. Yeah. Okay, so where did the idea come from to purchase a farm? I mean, one day does the family just say, hey, we're going to purchase a farm?
No, as history would tell, we decided we wanted a place to be a family. And this just fell into our lap, almost like, hey, here. And we were very fortunate to find this beautiful property on the Big Island.
So are you farmers?
We are not farmers. So the family is really talented. Everybody has their own lane that they work in. And from that, this is the birth of our farm and then our brand.
So what do you grow on the farm?
So we grow coffee and macadamia nuts.
And how do you decide, okay, so you purchase a farm, and then how do you decide what you're gonna produce there?
Oh, those are very hard questions. So I think it kind of came as we unveiled the farm, I want to say. So, when we first got the farm, we found a beehive. And we were like, okay, let's learn about bees. And then we're beekeepers. And then we learned how to take care of a beehive. And we found all these different flavor tones, and then that happened. Oh. And then we found, there's coffee here. And we like the way stuff tastes, so we want to make the best coffee ever. So that's what we did. We learned how to roast coffee to our taste buds, that good, crisp, clean flavor.
So the farm came about, and when you folks decided that it was going to be the hive that was going to drive the business, and I think we have a photo too here of the brand of honey.
This is.
Can we put that one up?
Yeah, cream lehua.
Oh, okay. Now, is that unique to Hawaii's Local Buzz?
Yes, so the ohia trees are native to the Big Island, and so that's the honey that's produced from there. Yeah.
So when you found the hive, you folks decided to spend a lot of time getting to understand
Yes, we did. Yeah. So we do everything that you see on the table. We have invested a lot of time in learning how to create those products, and we just don't put something out. You know, we taste it, we test it, we agree on it, and this is the flavor is the birth of Hawaii's local buzz. I like to tell people that. You know, it's really about taste and quality and guarantee that you'll enjoy every bite. Yeah.
So did you know when you folks purchased the farm that there was going to be a brand that was going to match?
Not even.
Really?
No.
Oh, tell me about that.
No, not even. We just, you know, we really just got in the honey, then we started with the next product and the next product, and then pretty soon we're like, whoa, and we have something, you know, and I think it's because we're different, you know. We've even the brand that you see now, our Shakabi, our labels changed like several times. So we've done a lot of different things as far as growth. I mean, our cookies, we only started that in 2015. So it's not even that old. So you can see that our farm is definitely changing and growing. Yeah.
So is most of the family on the Big Island?
Everybody's on the Big Island but me.
Okay.
I'm the
So
only one
that's
on
how
the
the
farm.
farm was found, because the family's on the Big Island?
Yeah, they just went down there and found a property, and everybody's like, "Okay, we're going there," and I'm like, "Oh, what about me?"
I'm so curious how you find a wonderful farm and then decide, okay, we're going to make a business out of it. How does that happen? Is it organic? Does it just...
So we're not certified organic, although we do grow organically, but we're not certified organic. I will tell you that. We do everything in the most cleanest way to protect our aina and the environment, and we do work with source farmers that do the same kind of growing that we do and have the same beliefs that we do. And as for how do we decide we're going to get a brand, just comes about. Nobody was just, you know, we're not, they always tease me, we're like eating bonbons, right? We're definitely not doing that. We are, you know, it just happens. It just comes about, and this is where we are.
So you have a beekeeper now in the family?
So we have actually really grown a lot, and we've had to give a little bit of what we used to do, our grassroots. We've had to give a little bit of that away. So we do have someone that comes in and helps us with that, but primarily my family is really overseeing all of that, and they're really hands-on still. As far as the farm, you can catch them at the farm stand, walking around the farm. We have parrots, and they'll be there taking care of our beautiful birds. So we're still very much involved.
You have birds too?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yes, gorgeous birds. You can go down and see them. Yeah, they'll talk to you, say hello.
Wow. Okay, so people can visit the farm.
Correct.
So tell me about the farm experience. What happens there?
It's pretty cool. You can take a tour with one of our farm associates, or you can walk the farm on your own. We have a little brochure, and you can just check out the farm. So you can see the birds, you can visit the fields, you can feed some ducks, and you can sample everything at our farm stand, and you can learn about our history.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic. I'd love to hear about some of that history. Do you have a tidbit to share with us?
Not a lot. I mean, you know, like I said, we sit in beautiful Ka'u. We are 75 acres. We're at 1,800 feet elevation. We do have a lot of coffee fields. We have farmers that come in and manage those. We have a little duck army. Ducks multiply fast. I like to call them the duck army. They're wonderful to watch and feed. We have 2 horses, a couple of goats. You know, it's farm life. Yeah, you just go down there and visit for sure.
Did you see yourself as a farm girl?
So I am not a farm girl. I like air conditioning. So yeah, I'll leave that to my family. I primarily do all of our sales, getting our brand out there. I don't have a lot to do with like the farm stuff, although I've seen us dehydrate macadamia nuts. I see us pulp cherries. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's very hot out there.
I bet.
So yeah, I'm more of I want to sit in my office kind of girl.
So the honey came first, then the coffee.
Correct.
And then the rest of the product line.
Yes.
So I don't know much about coffee, but I do know we have a picture of what looks like cherries, but I don't think they're cherries. So tell me, what are we looking at here?
So this is coffee that has just been picked. They're coffee cherries. And so they're gonna go through our pulper, and after it's done in the pulper, we get these little bitty seeds, and we sort them, the coffee beans. We just sort them, and then we can produce, they'll be graded. So they'll be like pea berry, extra fancy, and then we call our beans the estate beans, everything left over. And so it's quite the process. Those beans will then be roasted to perfection in either a light, medium, or dark roast. So that happens.
So you must be a coffee connoisseur.
So I am not, I'll be honest with you. I like a lot of cream and a little coffee, but everybody else in my family loves their coffee. And I like the chocolates. That's my favorite.
We'll get to the chocolates.
Yeah.
So the other thing that I think is remarkable about your family and the business that they've grown is that you folks don't just put out honey. You folks don't just put out coffee. Your products win awards. Tell me about that.
Yes, so we won a cupping award in 2010, I believe, for our coffee, and we were ecstatic. You know, Paradise Metals, through my family, has been recognized as an excellent source partner for farming. We try to do everything with a high standard and a higher excellence, yeah. We have a taste guarantee on our product line, and I think that really sets us apart from everybody else in the industry because we do that, so yeah.
I agree. We are going to take a quick break, but when we come back, I want to talk to you about what it feels like to work for a family business. I know a lot of people have opinions about that, so let's get yours. We are going to take that short break. We will see you back here shortly.
This is ThinkTech Hawaii, raising public awareness.
Thank you.
Kindness. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Hi, I'm Ethan Allen, host on ThinkTech Hawaii of Pacific Partnerships in Education. Every other Tuesday afternoon at 3 p.m., I hope you'll join us as we explore the value, the accomplishments, and the challenges of education here in the Pacific Island.
Welcome back to Business in Hawaii. Joining us today is Retail Operations Manager for Hawaii's Local Buzz, Jan Au. Jan, thanks again for joining us. Your products are so unique, and I've never had such a beautiful table before because there's all these yummy things. But honey started on the farm, then coffee, and then macadamia nuts. And I think we have a picture of the harvest. Can we put that up? There we go.
Beautiful.
So tell me about the process. So they grow on a tree and then?
Yeah, so macadamia nuts grow on a tree, then they fall on the ground, and people have to pick them from the ground. And they come in their shell, and if you shake a mac nut, then you'll hear the nut inside. And what happens then is we put them through our husker, and they go through a sorting process. And there's a little bit of family secret that we won't share, but we are one of the only farms that dehydrates our macadamia nuts versus roasting.
So we hear roasted macadamia nuts all the time. So tell me about the difference.
Oh, taste. It's much more crispier and crunchier. And if you tried our nuts in the nude, it's very buttery. It's a nice taste that you have versus getting a roasted mac nut. Almost like eating a nut right out of the shell.
Okay, so I'm a town girl, so I've never seen a macadamia nut tree. I didn't know that you've got to wait for them to fall.
Yeah.
Thought maybe you pick them. Yeah. And then there's quite a process to get the actual nut.
Very much so, yeah.
So have you harvested macadamia?
No, no. Like I said earlier, I am the girl that sits and does all the office, the selling, the representation. I'm a taster.
Oh, okay. I like that
I like
job.
that job. I'm a
Yeah,
taster.
I'll take your job. Okay, so you dehydrate your macadamia nuts. Is there anyone else in Hawaii that does that?
I'm sure there are other companies that do that. I know we're one of the very few, and I'd like to think that, our taste guarantee. You know, we have 8 flavors, and they're so unique. You know, we don't add preservatives to that. It's just straight flavor, and I really appreciate that in our family's business.
How did you know you folks wanted to go with dehydrated as opposed to roasted?
Again, it was personal preference. It just boils down to what we like food. We like the way it should always taste good. And I can't, going back to like any meal I've ever had at my family's farm, it's always been excellent. So I wouldn't doubt that we wouldn't put out excellent product to our front lines. Yeah, because it's just an extension of who we are. It's like sharing your love at another table, right?
Right. So you said you have 8 flavors of mac nuts. What are those flavors?
So we have nuts in the nude, salted, garlic parmesan, sweet and smoky. You should try that one. Tastes like bacon.
Oh, really?
Then we do a garlic parmesan, which is good in salads, chopped up. We do sweet flavors like vanilla, caramel, and I did bring you a sample.
And I know
cinnamon.
I know the production staff has a bag of goodies for you.
Yes.
So they're super excited. Thank you so much. But then you rolled into some other things, right? And how did you know you wanted to evolve into cookies?
You know, that's a question for our head honcho. We call him the Big Kahuna. I hope you can have Scott on your show one day, and he can really get down with you about the back end of Paradise Metals and who they are. But he comes up with all these great recipes and great ideas, and he's very innovative as far as moving our family, our brand, and our farm forward. And that's a good learning process for me.
So the cookies are the newest addition to the line?
Actually, our gift baskets, and our gift boxes, all our gift items is probably the newest stuff to our line. The cookies came probably around the same time, but yeah, definitely.
So I know that a lot of people have probably already seen you on TV because you did a segment on Living 808 with building gift baskets.
Building gift baskets, yes, we did.
So do you do that for the company? You build gift
I
baskets?
do. I build our gift baskets. I build our gift boxes. I'm the one that comes up with what goes in each basket. I also do all the weddings.
Oh, wow.
Or party events. We do candy bars. So we've been very fortunate in growing that part of the business.
You know, a lot of people will say, oh, you know, we have a family business, but I don't work for the business because it's hard to work with family. But it seems like your family has really based the connectivity of your family, the closeness of your family in this business. Tell me about working for the family business.
So I will be honest with you, I came on board just about 5 years ago. And really, you know, people always ask me, and I always tell them, if you're not willing to, for me, I'm always learning, you know. They come with their ideas, and we come with our ideas, and everybody just meets. And somehow it just works out in a perfect way. And that's kind of our little slogan in our family, that everything will just work out the way it's supposed to. And I think we know that we each have a strong point, and we run with those strong points. And I don't know much about farming, I don't know much about this, but you know, we each have something to contribute, and that really helps with who we are. And we're not, don't do it. You know, we're always like, I'm always pushing the boundaries, and you know, we're always, as a farm, pushing the boundaries and stretching our limits, because you never know, right? The most it could turn into is a no, or it doesn't work out, right?
So in a family business, is there room for legacy and tradition, and yet innovation and new ideas?
I certainly most so. I believe that. I see it in our family's business, definitely. I believe in that. Like, I think you can have all of that, old and new, and just be creative and move forward. Yeah, I think it can happen, definitely.
There has to probably be a great deal of respect between the different generations, right? And what they value in the business, and then the new ideas that maybe the younger generation wants to bring.
Oh, for sure. I definitely agree on that as well. You know, like, we have to be able to talk and be able to share ideas and try stuff. You know, I have brought stuff to the table, tried it, didn't work out. I've redone the basket so many times so that we could get it to where it is. And just like the recipe, same thing, yeah. So, you know, always just reinventing ourselves and being new and fresh. I mean, coming on this show too, right?
Oh, you must do a lot of this. You're a natural.
No.
So when do you product develop then? I mean, does the family pick one time in the year to product develop, or how does that come about?
You know, I think we stood around and we were like, no, seriously, I don't know how he gets all his great ideas. I like to tell people we just sit around and it comes to us, but, you know, I'm pretty sure that they're back there going, and they come up with all these great flavors.
So I know. So how many family members actually work in the business?
5.
Nice. And
Yeah.
so I'm sure that there's some young folks, maybe even your kids. But is there room for the future generations to help develop and grow Hawaii's local buzz?
Oh, I believe that. I don't know that my kids would be participating. It's just very hard work, but I totally believe that Hawaii's Local Buzz, you're not going to see, this is not the last of us. You'll definitely see more of us. I have plans for it. I got big dreams.
So tell me about your role as the retail operations manager. And so are you the only representative of the family business on Oahu?
I am the only one on Oahu, so I do a lot of our media, our radio, are out there in the spotlight. Really, this family has pushed me to do that. So I've come into the role kind of nicely, but surprisingly. So yeah, that is my job.
So in retail, we do see quite a few things changing. I know there's a space for tourists and tourism, but there's also a local business. So do you folks specialize in any one group of customer, or?
It's so funny you should ask that. No, I don't. I do have a nice local following. We have people that visit our farm and they visit our website, but no, we don't. Our market is pretty open. I do a lot of things in the wedding industry as well as the business industry, so the customers are different.
I've got to tell you that your website is super fun.
It's cool. Yeah.
Give our audience the website address.
Yeah, so it's just hawaiislocalbuzz.com. Don't forget the S after Hawaii's.
It is super fun. There's a blog there. And the blog, what I think is really neat is that the blog is not so much about the products or where to get them.
No, it's cute, fun little stories.
Right. It's about how coffee beans are created, or why they cost what they cost, or I saw the seven tips to preventing being overwhelmed in an entrepreneur space, right?
Right,
I mean,
yeah. So
amazing.
one of our family members takes care of that. If you like our blog, you should sign up for our newsletter.
Okay, so where do people sign up for your newsletter?
I think they can go to our website and sign up for the newsletter. I think my brother might have put in a link for that, but if not, he will now.
Well, and I think it's great that you folks are sharing information, not just, I mean, really, it's not promoting your products, it's about knowledge about the stuff that you guys do use, and being truly farm to table, right? Because the way that you folks make your products,
everything is done straight from the farm. Everything's done in really small batches still to this day. I mean, it's excellent, you know. And people often think, oh, it's because your brand, and I was like, no, it's excellent. A lot of people tell me that.
what's your bestseller?
The best seller is going to be the dark coffee bean crunch. So yeah.
I can't wait to try it. So I do know that you also get out to quite a few events. We've seen Hawaii's Local Buzz sponsor a number of events around town. Tell me about the places that you are sponsoring and that you're at.
So we sponsor a lot of local pageants. We're very happy to be a part of that community. Again, it's something very different from a business outreach or a wedding outreach. It's pageants, and we're very fortunate to do that. And we also sponsor the Brave Hawaii organization run by Mahealani Sims-Toba. So we're very happy with her anti-bullying campaign.
Oh, tell me a little bit about that. How did you get involved?
It was because she was a pageant contestant, and we were very fortunate to have met and then become a sponsor. So she's got a good campaign.
So do you get out there with her? And
I do not have the time to do that. Repping the brand is pretty big business.
I'm sure.
Keeps me busy.
I'm sure. So where can we find your products?
So if you are on Oahu, you can go to our fields and find our delicious brand of goodies. You can also go to our showroom on Nimitz and Mokawea.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And then on the Big Island, please go visit my family. Take a tour, tell them you saw us on your show.
Fantastic. I want to get over there and see. Okay, I'm not a farm girl, but I'd be very interested in seeing how all of that comes together and then hitting all the goodies. I know that you have spent a lot of time talking to folks and promoting your products, but is there anything exciting coming up for Hawaii's Local Buzz that you want to share with us?
No, keeping it all a secret.
Yeah.
Keeping it to ourselves.
I know that you also go to some shows, right? I've seen you at a couple
Yeah, we do a lot of different expos, and we have a huge partnership with Pacific Edge magazine, so we're at all of the magazine launches.
Oh, and they are amazing.
Come try our stuff.
Those launches, I've been to them. They're really great.
A little bit of wine, a little bit of food, a little bit of sweet.
Perfect combination.
Right.
We are just about out of time, but do you want to share with our audience anything more about the farm? Because I'm super intrigued by the farm, I have to tell you. And then Hawaii's Local Buzz and what you do and how you're spreading your amazing aloha and energy, just amazing.
No, we, like I said, our taste, you just come in and taste it. I think our product speaks volumes in itself, and I don't have to really sell it. I like to give people more knowledge on who we are, and then they try it and they can appreciate every bite, and they just feel like they taste it with me.
I appreciate every bite. I really do. I wanted to thank you for joining us. Unfortunately, we are out of time, but I wanted to thank Jan, Hawaii's Local Buzz, about sharing their story. I also wanted to thank the amazing production staff for always supporting us. If you want to be a guest on Business in Hawaii show, please email your information to shows@thinktechhawaii.com. Business in Hawaii airs every Thursday at 2 o'clock, and we look forward to seeing you here next week.